We're live. We're back. I'm back. Here to do my homework. My regular Sunday night stream when I do my homework, listen to my audiobooks for my classes, and stream. So here we are. I have my hair down because I got home from work a few hours ago and then went to First Things First. And I typically go with my hair down and undone.
Because
Tradition.
he showers after work.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes. Didn't realize how bad it looks.
I think it looks cute. One of the 2-year-olds will come up.
You married me, so.
Jacob, your hair crazy. Is that what she said to you last time?
I think so.
It's bad when a 2-year-old's telling you that. And a 2-year-old who's growing out her bangs.
Mm-hmm.
She's so cute, though. Yes, and Jacob will be joined by a special guest.
A very special guest.
Woo! I will not be playing Minecraft. And I will also not be doing homework. I'll be doing homework, but it's a special type of homework. It's different than school.
Such a weird way to describe that.
Am I wrong?
Anyways, I'm gonna start up my audiobook and start getting to it. Love you.
Does anyone else hate the new iPhone update? Because I do. But not that bad. It's a very strong word.
Today in this stream, I hope to almost finish this book because my semester ends in 2 weeks, and I hope to transform that underground trail ruin, is what it's called, into a base, basically. I gotta bring down some chests.
forgot Kaylin Moore has an Instagram.
That's funny.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh snap! It's your brother.
This is actually crazy. Oh my gosh.
Gabriel has arrived. Hello, Gabe. We're going to be transforming this base into something actually functional today. And it's going to be amazing.
This is the bunker that they lived in.
Hmm.
And then here's their farmhouse.
Yeah.
That's actually crazy.
What have you been up to today, Gabe? It is a good task. It's going to be awesome.
That's actually crazy.
It looks very ugly in here right now.
I'm gonna give you up. I would like to tell the people a story.
Go right ahead.
So, let me clear my throat for this one. Hello, everyone. Specifically, Gabriel, because you're the only one here. Gridiron 78. So, you guys might have just heard me mention Kaylin Moore. Sorry, my mom just texted me. So, Kaylin Moore. Oh my. Okay, let me tell you a different story first. So, Gabe just commented, because Jacob asked what he did today. My brother said hanging out, and he said, and me and my dad put up Grace's Christmas lights. Grace is the old lady, the sweet widow, that lives across the street from our house, or from my parents' house. And every year, it was always a race to see who would put the Christmas lights up first. Our family or Ralph and Grace, or across the street neighbors. And so her husband ended up getting cancer and passing away. But even when he was really sick, my dad and brother would go over and help him put up the Christmas lights. But he would always win the race of what neighbor would put up the Christmas lights first. And so in honor of that tradition, we always help her put up her Christmas lights before we put up our own. And we always say that they beat us. And it actually makes me cry. Isn't that sweet?
That is sweet.
Growing up in a small town. Just kidding. We did not. Not at all. But my other story about Kaylin Moore. Kaylin Moore, if you guys have not heard of her, I know Gabriel has. Because I make him listen to her. She has this, like, horror, mystery, spooky dooky podcast called Heart Starts Pounding. And I first found her on Instagram because she started talking about, for those of you who don't know, I love Disney. I was actually wearing a Disney shirt earlier. I love Disney, but I also love scary stories, even though I literally get scared so silly.
For real.
It's so bad. But I saw her on Instagram on like a car ride home from my grandpa's house. My grandpa is like a 24-hour, not gonna lie, I don't know. I had no idea. Oh, Kaylin Moore. Yeah, Gabe just commented again. But what was I saying? Found her on a car ride home from Washington. It's like a 24-hour drive. And so I was like trying to keep myself entertained because I'm crazy. Stir crazy. And so I find her on Instagram, and it's this podcast about like these horror stories that have happened at Disneyland and like Disneyland deaths. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's crazy. And so I pop onto Amazon Music because that's what my family has a subscription to. And I type in Heart Starts Pounding, and I listen to that podcast, and I was like, oh my goodness, like she's actually so good. And I feel like with most of the podcasts that I've run into, let me see. I only knew her as a Spooky Dookie podcast. What the heck? You know her as Heart Starts Pounding.
That's what he means. The Spooky Dookie.
Sorry. My mom keeps texting me. She's so amazing. But I was like, oh my gosh, she's actually great. And I feel like with a lot of the horror podcasts that I've like tried to listen to, people are like constantly cussing or like they're just not very edifying podcasts. And being a Christian, I think it's really important that we don't, like, what you put in comes out, and so it's important to me to not listen to things with cussing, because then it tempts me more to cuss, and that's just not uplifting to the people around you or to the Lord. And so I was very excited to find this girl, and she was on a streaming platform that I actually had. And so I start listening, and I was like, this is amazing. I need to share it with everybody that I know. Know her. You didn't know her government name? That's actually so funny. And so, oh, my foot started cramping. That was too much. And so I like listened to another one about this like professor who like died or something, and they like cut up his body parts, and like it was crazy. And like the janitor found him. It was wild, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's the scariest thing I ever read, listened to, whatever. And so I start sharing the podcast with my family, and it was amazing. But you might have seen my face watching Reels right now, because I always forget she has an Instagram, and that's the whole way that I found her. But we just listened to this podcast about what was the place called? The cult?
Oh, the Moonies?
Yes, the Moonies. So, like, the Korean cult, right?
Basically.
And so, it's episode 90 on her podcast, Heart Starts Pounding. And it's about this guy who, like, escaped the cult. But, like, his dad left the cult because his dad thought he was Jesus. Which is clearly wrong, if you know anything about the Bible. And so, I'm going to say that on here, right? That's what I thought. This is a Christian YouTube channel. And so, like, his first 3 kids, this was an interesting story because it all has to do, like, in the Netherlands, and my family is Dutch. And so it's cool to hear about, like the culture that they have there. And so it's, like, basically any kid who's born in a government place. So, like his first 3 kids were born in a hospital. And so that means that they have birth certificates with their names.
Isn't that how it is in the States?
Yes, but they have to go to school, and like if they don't go to school, then the school will check on them. And I don't know if like the homeschooling laws are different or something, because like I was homeschooled, independently homeschooled, for many years of my life, if you couldn't tell. I'm kidding. What is that?
Oh, you could tell.
Anyways, that was rude. I thought it was you thought her name was Korean? What are you talking about, Gabe? She's not.
No, the Korean cult. Uh-huh. They went to Korea.
They went to Korea. The mom and dad met in Korea. And to be part of this cult. And he, like, saw these spirits in her that, like...
It was the leaders.
The leaders spirits or whatever, and
The
his
leaders
wife.
saw the spirits. And
Oh, the leaders saw the spirits and the wife, and they were like, "This is amazing" or whatever.
Did you even listen to the story?
No, I fell asleep.
That's not what it was at all. The leaders of some of the cult leaders said that the wife had the
Shoot, you're
spirit
powerful or what?
of a specific Korean woman
Yeah, I
in
know
her,
that.
and so they started calling her by that woman's name. And then
Yeah.
they left.
And then they left, and then he's like, "I am actually Jesus.
I am the second coming.
I am the second coming." And I was like, "No, you're not." But oh well. And this all happened recently. Like, they got saved from the cult in 2019, and this guy's only like a few years older than us. And so, it was just crazy. But what happened was like there's a bunch of crazy stuff that happened. You gotta listen to the podcast or Jacob, because clearly I don't know what I'm talking about. But basically, those 3 kids had to go to school because the government would check in on them. But they had like 6 other kids or something incognito. Like, not even a midwife. Like, the poor woman literally almost died multiple times. It's crazy. Delivering these kids so that way the dad could keep them home and homeschool them in his biblical teachings or whatever it was, so they would be raised upright. And he wanted to keep them like out of the world because there were just so many evil spirits in it. And I mean, I get it, like the world is dark and it's cruel and it's a bad place, but it also like is a place where we could share the light of Christ, you know? And so it's like, what? And so really, if you're trying to convert people to whatever religion you're doing, keeping it to yourself is not normally what the goal is, you know what I'm saying? And so, at least for me. I just saw her on Instagram showing pictures of like the family and the dad and the mom, and then also like the kids, but they had their faces blocked for the most part. But they moved their kids literally to an underground bunker, and then after his wife died, to like this like homestead area, which was absolutely crazy. So it was really interesting to see like the areas the kids grew up in, because it was actually horrible. And I mean, hearing about it, I'm like, that is devastating and sad and absolutely horrible. But seeing it, I was like, you let your kids live in that? That's actually crazy. But it was just wild. Her podcast is really good, but I mean, there are some episodes that are like, that wasn't really that edifying. It's basically whatever episodes have her little brother in it. Gabe, what's his name again? Lewis? Right? He drives me crazy.
Huh?
Her brother. Gabe's probably so sick of me talking about this podcast. It's actually crazy.
Do you want to do your homework?
No.
Hmm? We're reading.
I will.
That would be fun, Gabe. You're gonna do your homework. I love you.
I feel sad.
I'm sorry. I got sneeze.
Me too, I feel it in your right nostril. Do you feel it in the nostril? Or in your soul? What did Gabe say?
He said we should make a server.
Oh, I read sewer.
That's not what it was. It's really nice to get to teach today.
I'm so glad.
I always feel most ministered to when I'm sick. So that was really sweet.
Yeah. I saw this cute little challenge on Instagram about how there are 24 days before Christmas. Happy December. And there are 24 chapters in the book of Luke. And the thing is, you read one chapter a day until Christmas, because Luke not only has the Christmas story, but also has all of Jesus' life, which is really cool. But it's also funny because I saw that and I was like, I've literally been reading Luke since we got married, and I'm on chapter 18. It's crazy, but that's a cool little challenge that you could think about doing. Listen to a chapter, read a chapter. Luke is a really good book of the Bible, huh?
Yeah. I
Really
think so.
interesting. I like it. I like Luke.
That's what I taught out of today.
Oh yeah, I just read what you taught out of.
Oh yeah, chapter 17.
Yes, right here actually.
There you go.
Right there, see? Look at my little notes.
Yeah. That's what I taught out of.
Yes.
Oh, hello, Gabriel.
He says that's cool. That means he's not gonna do it, but he just likes talking.
You're welcome to keep telling stories.
That's it. I just told them about a Bible challenge I saw in the month of December. It's there are 24 chapters in Luke and 24 days before Christmas. And so you read a chapter of Luke every day because it has a Christmas story. And just like,
It has Santa?
yeah. No. It has the important part of Christmas, which is Jesus. And I said to him, he said, bro, called out. Now he's convicted. No, I'm kidding. But I said that I said 18, Gabe. See? He's not going to do the chapter, or he's not going to do the reading, and he doesn't even listen to me. 18, Gabriel.
Oh. He said, and you've been reading for months.
I have. At least I take my time and meditate on the Word of God. Hashtag can't relate. I'm kidding. Oh my gosh, this is literally what the sermon talked about today.
Critical spirit over here. Just kidding. Emma. I'm just kidding, baby.
You can say you're sorry.
I'm
Are
sorry.
you actually? This is so bad.
I love you. Hmm?
What did he say? You have been reading me for months. Big difference. At least I make my own soda.
Do you want to talk about how you make your own soda?
No, but now I feel like I should.
Go ahead.
Basically, Jacob has 2 soda streams.
Classic.
Not 1, 2. And so we bought Starry and Pepsi. And I made some Starry tonight because I was craving Sprite, and this is what we have. And it's actually so
Basically
good.
it.
That's basically it, yeah. You just fill this little water bottle with water and you put it in the soda stream, and then you press the button and it just carbonates it, and then you just take a cup and you put the soda syrup in it, and then you just pour the carbonated water on it, and then you just drink it.
Then that's it. You just drink it.
That's it. It's sometimes hard to drink it because the bubbles are all, you know.
I do. I have drank it.
Yeah.
I love you.
My eyeball, my nose, literally everything. Oh my word. Jesus help me.
Me too. We're not doing too good over here. We're sick. Apparently.
We're getting sick. Maybe. I wouldn't say that I'm sick yet, but I also would say that I am. I don't know.
That was extremely unclear.
Well, my body feels unclear right now. I can't decide if it wants to get sick or not.
I think my body's pretty clear that I'm sick. So we'll just say I'm sick.
I want to be sick if you're sick.
Hmm?
I want to be sick if you're sick.
Well, there we go. 2 sick people. Alright, Emma, can I show you this cool little thing?
Yeah.
Really?
In a
Just look
minute.
real quick. Yep. What?
I said in a minute.
That's it. It's just big.
I'm looking. It is huge. It's actually crazy. That's you?
I didn't choose that.
Oh,
Anyways, I can't do
yeah.
this anymore. I'm tired.